Ain't there?
Man, we laughing because we arguing in the background. Chris had a very concerning question. Folks in the chat, man, please let us know what you guys think, man.
You cut me off. You cut me off.
I had to. I had to go there, bro. I had to go there. Chris wants to know if Friday After Next is a Christmas movie. It's
not.
Man.
It is not a Christmas movie, bro. Friday After Next is not a Christmas movie. You can watch that whenever. You can watch that movie whenever.
Shit,
what up, man?
You know what he deserved for that, don't you?
You know
what you talking about, man? Y'all tripping.
Yeah, man. Y'all tripping. Your ass just got booted for your comment. That's what it was. Ha ha.
That is not a Christmas movie. Y'all is tripping. Bro, you can watch Friday After Next anytime.
Cortez says Friday After Next is absolutely a Christmas movie.
Hey, this is the question that I was just about to ask. This is the question I was just about to ask.
Everybody always want to pull that card. When does it take?
Nobody want to pull. No, folks just know. Folks just know what time it is. Come on, Southside Ricky. Come on now. I'm gonna be A1 with you. It's a Christmas movie. Goddamn it, Headshot Drake. We appreciate you, man. Come on, Southside.
I love you like a brother, but you get one too,
bro. It is not a Christmas movie, bro. You can watch it whenever, bro.
Bang.
It can be the 4th of July, and you can watch Friday After Next.
This is crazy, man. But certainly, folks, man, quick pop-up show, Christmas Eve special, man. We definitely thank everybody who's probably spending time with their loved one today, rocking out with us. Quick pop-up show, man. We're just going to do a quick preview. Washington Commanders and Atlanta Falcons, man. Very important game. Sunday night, the 5th installment of the Falcons primetime game. This one, of course, in the way of Sunday Night Football, man. We're excited. I know y'all are too, man. We got to see the debut of Michael Penix this past week. And fellas, man, I got to get y'all's excitement right quick, man. What you guys think of Michael Penix's debut? We'll also touch on the Commanders-Eagles game that was also a thriller. Commanders being the opponent this week, traveling up to Landover, Maryland, and FedEx Field to take on these Washington Commanders that are playing some good football. But your assessment really quick of Michael Penix's debut. I'll start with Chris, man.
Yeah, Chris, he got booted, so he got to find his way back to the studio.
What you mean, man? No,
comment.
Man. That ain't absurd, man. I'm talking, man. All right. We're gonna talk about that later. But Michael Penix Jr., man. Michael Penix Jr. Hey, Lieutenant, what's going on, man? Michael Penix Jr., man, he was poised.
Magic legs.
Man, I love the performance, man. Honestly, he didn't do too much. I believe the playbook was opened up a little bit more for him. The guy, like I said, showed poise, showed precision, ball placement as well. Didn't stare down any receivers, really kind of worked the defense, having them thinking he was going one way and went another. It was several plays to where he displayed the ability to do that, move the cornerbacks and the linebackers with his eyes. And then the ball goes, exactly where they just came from, the area they just came from. So,
right,
Penix, man, he's amazing, man. I think he had a fantastic performance. It was against the Giants, but at the end of the day, it's still against an NFL team. He hasn't played all year. Okay, he hasn't played all year, and he could have went out there and stunk up the joint. He did not. He was fantastic, and if it wasn't for a Kyle Pitts, mishandling of the ball, the man would have had a perfect game, like, honestly.
Look at y'all.
Yeah, man.
No, you're right, though. You're
right,
Holidays,
man. Twisted Torch,
absolutely, man. Twisted Torch. What's happening, brother? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Just to say the least, though. Yeah, I mean, he had an excellent performance. I think this is something he can build off of, y'all.
Yeah, I agree with Chris wholeheartedly, man. And I had people in my comment box talking about, you appreciate mediocrity. But, it's not mediocre. But look at how many passes the receivers dropped. Look at tip interception. He had all the throws on point. It's only one throw that I think that was pretty bad, and that was the throw in the end zone. He overthrew it. Well, it was two throws that he overthrew, but everything else was pretty much on point. He was 18 or 27, could have easily been 23 or 27 or somewhere in that range. 202 yards, could have been 250 to 300 yards, depending on what happens after those plays. Should have been a touchdown catch by Kyle Pitts. But you just got to understand. He's coming in on the back end of the season. He's been doing his study in the film room. He's been working hard, and they saying he was working with the scout team, but at the same time, he's putting in extra work, probably after practice, probably in the film room, probably watching what Kirk Cousins is doing on the field. So he absorbed everything that he could in the first 14 weeks, and when it was his time to shine, you could see him not being fazed by anything, and at the quarterback position,
man,
you have to have a real quick memory loss, and I'm saying that in a good way, because if you make a bad play, you got to get over real quick and just keep going. And so if he does make a mistake like he did, he pushed it out the way, kept on doing what he needed to do, and look, that gun that he has for an arm, look, that's gonna be
John Rambo.
Something to see down the road, especially if they keep the right talent around him.
Yeah, and I think we have the right talent, but with that right talent also comes the word repetition, right? It takes several takes at getting used to the wide receivers that you have at hand. We saw that, we had some incomplete passes. The wide receivers didn't do him any justice, dropping a couple would-be's and stuff. But relatively, I thought, Penix Jr. played a flawless game, man. He was real poised in the pocket, wasn't shaken. I mean, I know the Giants' pass rush is not what a lot of NFL teams trot out, but still, it is what it is,
Hold on. Wait a minute, Berto. Now the Giants came after Michael Penix now.
And he wasn't fit.
Exactly. They pressured him 14 times, which was 48% of his dropbacks. But the shout out to the offensive line for being able to pick that up and keep Penix clean. And shout out to Michael Penix for being able to do something that is so smart. And that is being able to throw the ball away and live to play another down instead of taking those unnecessary sacks.
So good point. And to go off of that too, that's what I was going to get to. The Rook was unfazed by staring pressure in the face. He was able to stand in the pocket and still deliver dimes, man. I'm talking dimes on a zip, man. Something that we're not accustomed to, obviously, with Kirk Cousins under center for the various weeks. But yeah, overall, Michael Penix, man, I thought he played spectacular. I really don't have any complaints, man. I really wish the only thing is that he would have gotten a TD in that game to make up for that INT that really wasn't his fault. But in this game going up against the Commanders is going to present a challenge. I mentioned at the top of my comment, on the top of my take, building the chemistry with.
Before we get to the Commanders game, one thing that I did like is they used the pistol a lot, and we saw that a lot at the University of Washington with him, and he was comfortable using that. So Zach Robinson was in the film room extra this week, scheming up plays just for him. He know he can get the ball out quick. You saw those 3 to 5 step drop. You saw those quick slants, quick hooks, hook routes, and all of that. So this week against Washington, expect more of the same. But trust me, they will take more shots downfield this week. But go ahead with Washington.
Yeah, Washington. So opponent this week, obviously, right? And Chris, you had mentioned this before the stream started, right? Washington trots out a very stingy defense. Exit Emmanuel Forbes, enter Marshawn Lattimore, and rookie sensation Mike Sinistrel in that secondary there. Two guys that can lock, some receivers down. We have two that are really good in Drake London and Darnell Mooney. And, oh, by the way, Ray McLeod has something to say in that regard, too. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup, strength versus strength. Our wide receivers is a strength for this team, along with our running game. And the strength of the Commanders right now is that secondary. So what avenue would it be smart for these Falcons to take it to the Commanders? A Commanders team that gave up 150 yards rushing to the Eagles and Saquon Barkley. We host two of the more dynamic running backs. And yes, I'll say dynamic, although seldom used. Tyler Algier, when he gets it going, he's available to rip those long runs as well. But should the Falcons take advantage of their porous run defense to start off early?
Go ahead, Chris.
Absolutely. I mean, we got Bijan Robinson. You know, I'm saying a guy who's almost over 1,200 yards for the season, 10 touchdowns. Commanders give up 4.8 yards per carry, y'all. You got to gash him. You got Tyler Algier, somebody who certain games he can average 7 yards per carry. Bijan Robinson, who averages over 4 yards per carry anyway, and he averages just about what this defense gives up per carry. So you definitely the blueprint is there. Run the ball against this defense. Control time of possession. Keep Jaden Daniels, who is a monster in his own right. You know, I said quarterback. Keep him on the sideline. You got you got Bijan, you got Tyler. Go ahead and use a similar game plan. Let the running backs, you know, be like that pillar that Michael Penix can stand on, and keep things in third and manageable, second and manageable for this rookie all game long. That is the blueprint for success against the Commanders, who we're going to be having crazy weather, but Jaden Daniels still has to deal with it as well, the same way that we do.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying. And one thing that I would like to see them do is punch the ball in the end zone a little bit more this game. Because with Washington, you're going to have to put points on the board. You see, they put up 36 points last week, and they averaging almost 30 points a game anyway. So Jaden Daniels is going to come to play 281 yards passing last week. 81 yards rushing, 5 passing touchdowns. So this game, you got to get the ball in the end zone. So I would love to see what Zach Robinson game plan and schemes for in the red zone. I don't want to see no damn shotgun at the 2-yard line. Run them bulls, do a back shoulder fade to those tall receivers. Hell, if you got to throw it to Kyle Pitts, throw it to him. I know he ain't doing what he's supposed to do lately, but hell, you got to trust him at some point, because if this team is going to make the playoffs and this team is going to make a run, Kyle Pitts has to be a part of this offense, whether you want to or not. And that's how it's got to be. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, wait. He got me over here. Dan, you already know the rep. You know what?
Like he needs some pumpkin pie.
It's already downstairs.
No, definitely, man. We definitely have to tote the rock, man. Bijan, you know, I call him the unicorn of the Ottawa offense, not Kyle Pitts and Tyler Algier. You got to get these guys. You got to get these guys going in early and often. Really dictate the game plan that Dan Quinn's probably going to implement to try and slow down this offense, man. Again, like I mentioned, Tyler Algier, at any point he gets hot, he can get hot and going. And same can be said for Tyler Algier. I like to see, a variation of both guys utilized in here, the short passes and stuff like that, to kind of try to neutralize a pass rush with the Redskins, really, and a revitalized Dante Fowler Jr., who leads them with 9.5 sacks. So we got to find little ways, right, within the game to minimize what Washington can do defensively. I'm sure it's going to be cold as hell. And
what can also offset that? What can also offset that? You can run some screens. Ray McLeod has been pretty good at that lately. And honestly, 100%. I would like to see Bijan run some screen plays because we know in the open field, in space, he can be dangerous. Same with Ray McLeod. Both of those 100%. Guys in space, you can offset this pass rush, and you can attack those linebackers who are pretty weak at pass coverage. Look for a good bit of screen plays this game.
Speaking of linebackers, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was just going to add to that about just punching the ball into the end zone, because in the red zone, this team will give up touchdowns. They give up over 66%, but we're not too far ahead of them. We're at 26th and 23rd, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? So they like to put up points. They've been putting up 26 points in 5 of their last 7 games. So they like to score points, man. We're going to have to be able to keep up with these guys. These guys survived 5 turnovers, against the Eagles. 5 turnovers, and still was able to put up 5 touchdowns on this number 1 defense. So, Falcons going to have to come to play, man. We're going to have to strap up on defense. AJ Terrell is going to have to shadow Scary Terry McLaurin, man. 26 catches.
I think he up for the job, because last 3 games AJ Terrell has been locked down. And this is what we've been expecting. And the reason why he's been locked down, we'll get more pressure on the quarterback. We get pressure on the quarterback, he can do his job effectively. Same with who's ever playing that number 2 spot, whether it's Mike Hughes, Clark Phillips, or D. Alford. So they if the pass rush gets it going, which I think they will. But what they have to do, they must do, is contain Jaden Daniels, set the edge where he can't get outside. If he stands up in the pocket, you have a linebacker spy him. And honestly, I think JD Bertrand will do that.
You know it. Here's one too, man. We're talking about a guy, Jaden Daniels, who's a mass for 4,000 yards. All-purpose yards for himself, 737 rushing, over 3,300 yards passing. You spoke about linebackers. These linebackers are going to have their hands full this weekend, especially if Jimmy Lake and company decide to spy Jaden Daniels, this would be the perfect game to do it. But, with the mobility that we have at the linebacker spot, really no true speed. Maybe J.D. Bertrand might get a spot assignment in that regard. Maybe Justin Simmons might drop down from a safety box, give him more cover 3 looks to see if we can neutralize the kid. But this number 2 overall pick, man, he is really taking this league by storm. Definitely, a runner and offensive rookie of the year, in my opinion, man. So what are ways that you think that we can neutralize Jaden Daniels? And let me remind the folks too, man, this is a defense that has acquired 16 sacks the last 4 games. No team in the NFL has done that. Currently, the Falcons on a hot streak right now, averaging 4 sacks the last 4 games. And we're getting contributions from everybody really on this defensive line. Eddie Goldman has showed up on the stat sheet. We already have known and we've seen what Arnold Ebiketie has done. D'Angelo Malone, hell, Matt Judon is getting in on the action as well. So it's gonna be a all hands on deck approach really to neutralize this opponent offense spearheaded by Jaden Daniels. But defensively, how do we attack this kid without hurting ourselves on the back end, man? How do you see us playing?
I think you got to be creative with your play calling, man. You got to fake the blitz, drop back in coverage sometimes. Sometimes you just mix it up with sometimes you blitz, sometimes you drop back in coverage with your linebackers. But you got to put pressure on them and rattle them early. I think that's going to be key. And if you can shut down this run game, I feel like you make them one-dimensional. I feel like, hey, that's a recipe for a win because no quarterback likes to be rattled early on. If he's rattled early on, then as the game's going, he's going to get a little bit shell shock. So I feel like you have to sack him, man. You have to get him on the ground. So if they can pressure him, I think that is going to be the key to shaking the young quarterback. But don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted. Just like Jaden Daniels and just like Michael Penix, he has that strong will, in the pocket. He can stand in the pocket for as long as he needs. Y'all saw that touchdown, that game-winning touchdown last week. He stood strong in the pocket and nailed that ball right where he needed to. So, you can't give him time in the pocket. You got to pressure.
Yeah, this is this is an offensive line that's given up 38 sacks thus far too. So that's something else to keep in mind, man. So we definitely have to rattle the young rook, man. It's gonna take a full effort. I like to see what Caden has been doing the best, man. Shooting those A and B gap blitzes, man. Put him in those gap assignments and let him go, man. He's already proven that running backs can't block him one-on-one. He sheds them too quick and gets to the quarterback too often. So hopefully a little bit more of that. Probably send some secondary blitzes just to throw him off. Throw him things that we haven't seen before. We haven't really thrown a dog blitz since I think D. Alford got a sack some weeks back. So hopefully
that was a month ago.
It's been a while. So we definitely have to start bringing back some things that we did to acquire some sacks last week. Something to keep Jaden Daniels guessing. At the end of the day, we have to take into account this is a rookie still, right? And we have to treat him as such, and we have to attack him as such too. Can't disregard what Cliff Kingsbury has done in this offense, hiding his liabilities within this offense. So it's a tall task for the Falcons, right? And there's a lot riding Sunday night. You win, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lose. The Falcons shore up the NFC South, man. A lot of pressure riding on young Michael Penix and this Falcons team overall, but.
Crazy thing is, I think he can handle it though.
I think he can handle it as well. A thing about Jaden Daniels that the Falcons got to be aware of. He has been doing this all season. If you look at the Eagles game, a lot of the things that they were doing and a lot of the points that they were scoring was out from an empty backfield. And Daniels, he has the ability to give an accurate ball and get the ball out quickly, get the ball out deep and deliver it to the receiver. He does a lot of damage in empty sets, so Falcons going to have to be able to be ready for that as well. Yeah, I think you got to knock him off schedule, man. Keep him like in 3rd and longs. Keep him just keep him uncomfortable,
C-Dub.
Like you guys have been saying.
Merry Christmas, brother.
Do C-Dub. Merry Christmas and everything, just like you guys have been saying, man. You got to keep this guy off schedule. He is a rookie, just like you were saying, Berto. Yes, he has more playing experience, but at the end of the day, he's still a rookie. We have to attack this guy, have to knock him off his spot. Arnold Abracady, I want to see him continue to build because he's been kind of slowly turning that corner even more for us. This is be a perfect game for you just to fly out and go after and get after this quarterback, man.
Yeah. Absolutely. And honestly, man, I think Dan Quinn and Jerry Gray, I'm skipping all over Jimmy Lake. I'm just saying Jerry Gray. Jerry Gray and Dan Quinn are both going to be rubbing their chops to be playing against a rookie quarterback. So trust me, they're game planning to put pressure on both of these quarterbacks. Which one can handle pressure the best is I think the best man that's going to win this game.
Yeah, we just have to take into account too, man. We've already had rookies have success against this Falcons defense, more notably Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. So I'm sure there's some groundwork laid out there. But man, since that game, man, this is a different Falcons defense, man. We're not doing the things that we were doing early on in the year. Weak coverages, vanilla defense style coverages that we were doing with going more base, more man. So that I think that's what's attributing really to the uptick in sacks. So better overall coverage, right? A lot of stunt and gap blitzes that we've been throwing out week in and week out. It's working. Just have to pick and be decisive when we do this against Jaden Daniels. This is a guy that can hurt you passing, but he can also hurt you rushing. He's the leader on that team with 730 plus yards rushing. So it's again, I'll go back to it, man. Linebackers, as Lieutenant Dan pointing out in the chat, man, linebacking group is going to be very important this week. They have to come and bring their A game, man. So important game.
Be
Brother.
interesting, y'all. Gonna be interesting.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Right. Anything you want to add, Smitty?
Big game right here, y'all. Nah. I was just gonna be like, it's a big game, y'all. Michael Penix, it's in his second game. We're asking him to pretty much go out there and compete against a top 10 defense. But you know what? Even though this is a big game, he's had previous big game experience at the collegiate level. Remember, this guy was in the national championship game. And he has sat behind Kirk Cousins. Whatever information that he's gained from Kirk Cousins, he's going to be able to show us what he's got in this particular game, because I believe he's going to be challenged. That's why situational play calling. Looking at you, Zach Robinson. So you did well against the Giants. Continue that build off of that success. To catapult this offense to success. That playbook needs to continue to be opened up for this young man, because again, like the Falcons targeted, that the ball downfield more in this last game versus the Giants than they have in the previous weeks with Kirk Cousins. And again, got to get those red zone touchdowns, man. I think that's going to be very key. Scoring points, touchdowns in the red zone, not just field goals. Because I know,
like I said,
something about Riley
Patterson.
Those
twin towers you got in Kyle Pitts and Drake London, you better use them.
Yeah. Darnell Mooney as well, man. If you've seen last week, it seemed like he was building something with Darnell. So I would love to see, what that's going to bring in.
Yeah, this is the third time we done signed Rashawn Evans. Ain't nothing new about that. Just got to hope he see the field.
I'm just tired of seeing that now at this point.
Man, as we mentioned at the top in the beginning of the stream, man, Christmas Eve special, man. We're going to keep it short. We're going to try and keep it sweet. So we're going to jump right into the X factors and score predictions. So X factors for this game, Chris, we'll start with you,
What's up, DJ?
Again, man, I just said it, man. What's good, DJ? Darnell Mooney for me, man. Again, the Commanders are fourth in passing defense. They're a stingy bunch. I understand it. Completely opposite from last year, by the way. But Mooney, I believe he can still help move the chains. I believe he can be a safety blanket. I believe when it's time to test the defense, he will be the guy that we're going to test them with. Downfield plays, being able to find the zones. He's a great route runner. I believe he's going to display it in this game. He can do it. We know Drake London is going to be out there, but Marshawn Lattimore may be trying to shallow him. It doesn't mean anything, but I just believe it opens up more of an opportunity for Darnell Mooney to be able to eat in this particular game. So X factor on offense is going to be Darnell Mooney. On defense, I already said it, AJ Terrell. It's time to shut down Scary Terry McLaurin, man. A guy who has had 26 catches, 318 yards, 6 touchdowns in his last 5 games. But he hasn't faced AJ Terrell. So let's see if AJ Terrell can slow him down like AJ Terrell has been slowing down other receivers in the previous weeks, stepping up and being that that guy that's just like, no, sir, it's not happening today. Let's see if AJ Terrell can do what he did against Justin Jefferson this game.
Okay. Smitty, what say you, brother?
X factors. I can go so many ways.
Damn.
But I'm gonna have to say Bijan Robinson, and the reason why I say that is this team is bad against the run. So you got to take advantage of every avenue that you can. If Bijan Robinson runs for about 125, 140 yards in between that number, I think it's an automatic win because we're controlling the clock. We're taking a little bit of the weight off Michael Penix's shoulders. And like I said, man, to include him in the pass game. I think him in open space will be dangerous against an injured Lattimore on one side. Then you got a rookie on the other side. So you got to attack the outside, man. And I think putting him in space could prove vital to this team's success on Sunday.
Right. Man, I like it, man. I love it. So I'll go two, right? Offensively, you just mentioned Bijan Robinson, but I feel like the Commanders are going to come into this game and really try to shut that down. Obviously, they're going to learn from past week's failures, trying to limit Saquon Barkley, enter Bijan Robinson, who, offers the same skill set as a Saquon Barkley, same explosion, you name it, all those characteristics. So I think honing in and really loading the box opens up opportunities for the wide receivers and the tight ends in certain instances. So I'm going to look at Ray McLeod for me. I think slot receiver Ray McLeod can do some damage against this Commanders defense. He might even have Frankie Louvu or even Bobby Wagner in certain occasions where they have to pop out and try and cover him. So definitely you have to attack the, I hate to say the word liability, but Bobby Wagner he's still the player that he is. He's still a great player. But you still got to try and take advantage of those mismatches. And I'll take Ray McLeod over those linebackers, my opinion. Sorry, sorry.
And that's another person you got to. That's another person you got to get in space.
You got to get Ray McLeod in space. Another guy. So defensive line was the guy that was all over the defensive line last week for me, and it was Zach Harrison. Man, Harrison was promised more reps, and God damn it, when he showed up, he showed out too, man.
Yes, he did.
So I look for him really to take on this porous pass protection of the Commanders. Like I mentioned, 38 sacks given up, and it just seems to me like Zach's playing with an extra pep in his step, man. And I like to see him in some one-on-ones against some of those guards, and especially the tackles there too. So
and
those are my X factors.
Speaking of defense, I didn't go defense. I went offense, but defense. Yeah, I'm gonna go Caden Ellis as well because, like I said, you got to spy Jaden Daniels, and you have to use Caden Ellis as a blitzer too. So I think the way that Jimmy Lake and Jerry Gray used Caden Ellis, I also think it's going to be key for this defense.
Shout out our guy right here, Ryan, the historian from the illustrious Birdcage LLC, coming through.
Yes, sir.
Folks, just tune in because he's about to drop some knowledge. Ryan, what's going on, bro?
Man, first off, what's going on, fellas? Thank y'all for having me on, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays,
happy holidays, man. Hell yeah.
Got to get to it, man. And shout out to everybody that's out in the chat right now. Before I get started, if you have not hit the like and subscribe button to this great content that you're receiving, just like you're going to receive Christmas presents tomorrow, please go ahead and bless these brothers with a Christmas present of a like and a subscribe. Because at the end of the day, outside of them presenting you information, they got families too. They trying to feed them, and this is another way that you can help feed families. It's free 99. Go ahead and help these good brothers out.
Sheesh, I love it, man.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but me and Berto demonetized. So,
well, I'm about to help. Well, look, I'm getting ready to help you get monetized again, remonetized with the crowd. Let's get it.
Let's do
YouTube on that bullshit, bro.
So. Let's go ahead and talk about it. One of the guys that I think is going to be someone that we're going to have to deal with. I don't know if you guys touched on it, but I got to say Brian Robinson, their running back. Talking about a guy who can control the pace of a game. Alabama fans that's in this chat, y'all know who he is. He had to wait his turn at Bama. He gets to the NFL. He is an NFL caliber running back. He's a better NFL running back than he is a college running back. So when you talk about boom. So when you talk about this is going to be a challenge for our front, pretty much our D-line and our linebackers to be able to stop that, because he dictates a lot of what they do with Jaden Daniels. Because if you can stop him, it makes Jaden Daniels in this offense one-dimensional. But if you can't stop the run, it's going to be a long day, because your DBs and your safeties are already going to have a problem with that receiving core right off the bat. And of course, Olamide Zaccheaus, formerly a Falcon, is on this team. So he
Jamison Crowder too.
Well, I mean, think about it. Two of those guys have played against what we have on this defense. Some of these current rosters. So they understand the strengths, the weaknesses, and where to attack these guys at on the field, because they used to practice with them. It's easy. Why do you think it's just like a boxer? Evander Holyfield and Riddick Bowe had some of the greatest wars of all time for my boxing fans. The reason why those wars were like that was because Riddick Bowe was Evander Holyfield's sparring partner for a period of time. So he knew how to fight him. So when you get a team that has players that have been in the locker room with these guys, know the strengths and weaknesses, you have what we say the chemical combustion for a great game and being able to understand how to attack. So defensively, we've got to be able to attack these guys in a physical manner, got to tackle well, and just do what we got to do. Offensively, I'm still leaning on my running game. Running game and defense travel.
Yes, sir.
Running game and defense travel. And my X factor for this defense, I got to say, it's the whole D-line. Because if you can't get pressure on Jaden Daniels and slow down the run and open up lanes for your linebackers to shoot gaps and be able to slow down that run, Jaden Daniels is going to have a field day picking you off. I'm not even putting that on the secondary. I got to put this on my defensive line. This has got to be a game where we create pressure and have sacks. I see StreamYard was streaming just now. Holiday season, but that's pretty much what I have as the X factors. But this is a must-have game. You win this ball game, you still get the 4th seed. You put yourself in a position to host a home game, because right now, I don't think Tampa's going to be able to beat Carolina. Carolina's got a second win.
Go ahead.
And Carolina will have a fight with them at the end of the season ourselves.
Yeah,
we got that advantage. We playing at home. That's the advantage.
That's the only.
So this game, on the road. Everything is on the line for this ball game right here. This is a game that you must have. I would prefer for us just to win out, so we don't take any chances for anything. That's what I prefer.
Right.
So for me, I see some of the concerns, but I still think that we have to be disciplined enough to make plays happen. And if we can be disciplined, we can win this ball game. But the moment we get out of character and do things that we're not supposed to do and try to get greedy, it's going to be a long day. I mean, that's all I got for y'all, man.
Michael Penix just said something similar to that in his recent interview before we came on live. I checked it out, and he was saying no matter the weather, no matter what Washington is doing, basically, we still have to go out there, be efficient, have to execute, because, we're professionals too. And, so I love that maturity from our quarterback, our now QB1, Michael Penix, man. And this team, they play tough at home. They've only been beaten twice at home, and one was a divisional game. So in order to be the third team to beat them at home, we have to be efficient. We have to make plays, and we have to stop Jaden Daniels in this offense with Brian Robinson not to make plays. Yeah, so excellent point, Ryan. Excellent.
Go on and give us them X factor, Chris.
Well, shoot, I already gave you my X factor.
We
on score prediction now.
We on score prediction time now, man. Score prediction, folks in the chat, man. Drop them in.
Prediction, though.
Yep, go ahead. We'll start with you. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm going with 33-30 Falcons. It's going to be a shootout, y'all. We're going to see Michael Penix be able to unleash his arm. We're going to see what the future is looking
in the
like.
bag.
And we're going to
Zay's going to be at the game. I know Zay's going to be at the game.
Probably.
I know that for a fact, bro.
You know how they do. You know how they do. But yeah, man, I'm going 33-30, man.
24-20.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
You said 33-30?
33-30 is what I'm going for us to win it at the end. 33-30. On the road, Michael Penix gets a big victory. And I think we're even going to see him do the little You know what I'm saying? Like, I still think we're gonna see that this game and everything.
Boom, taking Washington. Wow.
Boom, man. Hey, God damn it, Boom.
I understand though. They're tough at home. They tough. Look at your ass.
Oh, Ryan, go ahead, hit him.
Zay said he in there.
I was sitting back just being patient and humble because I know it's y'all show. I don't want to step on no toes. You know how
no toes. No. You good, bro?
But the only toes I plan on trying to step on is them Washington Commanders on Sunday. I got Falcons 28-17. That's what I have. As long as we don't have penalties and we play disciplined football, as I said before, because it's gonna rain. Yeah. So again, it's an advantage. Play disciplined football, run the football, and just play great defense. You win the ball game.
Yep.
Love it.
Going that same route, run the football, control the clock. And I know it's something that you can do. And Michael Penix can make those key throws. Falcons should win this football game. And I'm going 24-17 Falcons.
Nice, man. I'm gonna keep it relatively low. I'm gonna go with two things, right? I'm gonna go that this is the better defense that Penix is gonna play against, overall top 10 defense. So they're gonna throw things at Michael Penix to try and confuse him. At least Dan Quinn is, right? But to counter that too, yeah, man, fuck that. Ain't no counter, man. I just see the Falcons fucking winning. 14. I'll keep it relatively short, right? 17-14 Falcons, man.
Okay. I can see
17-14.
Weather becoming a factor.
And the other thing is, if we get ahead of Washington, you can't give them any hope. Philadelphia proved that. Yeah, they had a chance to shut the door.
Kenny Pickett,
and they let him in. You keep a coward around long enough, they'll bust you in the mouth. So my thing is, we finally got a quarterback that can actually play in this type of weather because he played college in it. Whether if it was in Indiana and then the Seattle area where Washington is, you got a guy that's going to come in here. Temperatures, he's used to playing in that cold weather. He's just got to make good decisions with the football. If he does that, we win.
Play clean, baby.
And don't
clean too offensive line.
Hey, last but not least, don't throw it to Stone Hands, aka Kyle Pitts. Hell no. Keep the ball out of his hands this week.
Oh man,
y'all ain't got to say it. I say it for you.
No, keep it's been said multiple times. True.
Hey, I just said it. He gonna be key to this game.
The last great tight end they had to come up out of that school is 6 feet under right now, Mr. Aaron Hernandez. Damn it, keep the ball out of Kyle Pitt's hands. I'm sorry.
DA said
he can't catch it dry. What the hell make you think he gonna catch it in wet weather?
Oh shit, man. That's crazy.
Leaving him at the hotel. Leave it. No,
it is supposed to rain. It is supposed to rain, though. We'll see how it happens. We'll see.
We gotta ask Ryan because we started off the show with this energy. Ryan, quick question, bro. Is Friday After Next a Christmas movie in your opinion?
Friday After Next?
Yep,
of course.
Chris,
y'all can sit there and shake your head all you want to.
Look at Chris. No. That's how Chris.
Drunk.
Chris is like, drunk.
You got to
all y'all breathalyze
Chris.
Night.
Chris, I'm gonna give Chris. Let me give
you them folks at a whole criminal party, man.
Think about it. You got a Christmas. No, you got a Christmas rent party for number one. Hold up, no, Chris, no. You got a Christmas rent party for number one. You got Money Mike dressing up like a Christmas elf. That's pretty much a pimp. That's a Christmas elf. And let's just be honest with it.
Go ahead, Ganja.
What else you got?
You literally got folks stealing on Christmas Eve, just like they doing right now. How you think them boosters get them clothes and stuff, boy? Come on, man.
Damn,
dog. They was trying to get money in the hood. And Ricky Smiley was dressed up like a crackhead Santa. Come on, dog.
Oh shit.
Robin.
I got that one right.
Okay, thank you. Yo, we got that one. We got, you know what? Y'all gotta go ahead and give Tip a little bit of coquito or a little bit of spiked egg.
I got that in the fridge right now, bro.
Bird don't know what that is.
Yeah, man.
I know how to make it. That's the funny part. Shout out to my Puerto Rican partners up in New Jersey, man. Taught me how to make it.
That's what's up, bro. Absolutely, man.
Boom says the after school special.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Boone know what's going on.
But hey, anybody have
Boone
anything
don't
else
know
to add on?
Boone don't know what's going on. I'm a pimp. What's wrong with you? Pimp down.
Let's go, man.
4th of July,
Money Mike.
go on Friday at the Knicks.
Shout out to Boone, man. Always doing his thing on his channel, man.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
Boone,
Glad to
Boone
have him in
thing.
this YouTube space, man, for sure, bro.
Hey, Boom, you got to take the time out, come chill with us for the season over.
Mhm.
We definitely gonna do some draft videos together because you break down like I break down, like Ryan break down. So look, you do your
Fellas,
thing,
why
so
don't we
keep
do a
doing your
collab?
thing.
Why don't we do either a collab on Sunday for either the post game show, or if we don't do a collab for that, let's do it for the last game of the season. We owe it to the folks that tune in to the shows, dog.
I'm good with that. I'm
good
down
with
for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whichever day y'all choose, I'm good to go.
Cool.
Terrell got a
bro.
quick question
Spike
before we get out of
Paquito,
here.
I'm good.
Before we get out of here, bro.
Gotcha, man.
Terrell say, should the Falcons keep using Caden on blitzing, or should they have him quarterback spy majority of this game? I already answered that a little earlier. I said they had to use him in both facets. If you see them, I would say this: if you see him under center, you got the blitzing. If you see him in shotgun, you got the spy. So it just depends on what type of play they running. If they can manage and call the right plays at the right time and keep him in the pocket, and like Ryan said, keep him one-dimensional, I think that's a key for the Falcons to win this game.
Yep. We gotta get.
Ain't nothing more to add on to that. That's it. That's a mic dropper right there, man.
Well,
that's it. Damn, all three of y'all did that shit.
See what's going on, baby. See what's going on with this Christmas unison.
That's it, man.
And you just mad because it's a Christmas movie. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not.
It's Christmas around here. It's pink.
It's just not. It's just not.
Oh, man.
Not.
Well, we about to end this show because
Christmas movie,
I think Chris got offended with Terry Crews talking about Tupac on that sofa. I think that's why you don't. I think that's why you don't consider
that was pretty wrong, by the way. That was pretty wrong.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh man!
If you could pick one Christmas movie to watch, what would it be?
Oh man.
Me and my wife watch Christmas Story every year.
Yeah, I gotta go with that, man. Christmas Story is a staple.
That's a family staple, yeah.
You shoot your eye out. Okay, I mean, like,
I got it. You know what? I got to do it. Even though it's a Thanksgiving movie for me, they do have a Christmas scene in there. So for me, I'm old school. Give me Rocky, the original 1976 version. You got a long shot to get an opportunity and turn it into a fortune. Let's roll with it, dog. Just like the Falcons. We a long shot team. Guess what? Let's turn this opportunity into a fortune.
Let's do it, man.
Merry Christmas, nephew.
I'm with you.
What
up, Jaden?
Jaden, what
yes, sir.
Then we got a couple of Home Alones in the chat. They've
been showing that.
I watched that the other night.
Right, Home Alone definitely gonna be a classic.
Hey Dre, I got to catch that red one. I heard it was pretty good.
Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh boy, that's a classic.
Charlie Brown.
Tyreek, come on, man. He's a bad Santa.
Boy, that movie hilarious, man.
That movie funny, bro.
That movie funny as hell.
Hey, that movie funny.
That movie is good, man. That movie is good.
Hey, Jay,
man, by the way.
Say your boy a plate, man. I got to have them chicken wings.
Hey, there you go, Captain Obvious.
Damn chicken wings.
Fizzle says Die Hard.
Fizzle said Die Hard.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yep. And you're gonna ask that damn question again. You're probably gonna get the answer you don't want.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
There it is.
It's crazy. I kind of feel like Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Chris, we all
discovered Carl Winslow in that movie.
Chris, we gonna take your movie pass.
I actually think Die Hard kind of is a Christmas movie.
Cancel all your streaming services.
Oh man,
I ain't got nailed to begin with. Shit.
Hey, boy, I don't do the boiled chicken. I can't do that one.
Who said boiled chicken?
You can have that one,
man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's another good one too. Trading places. That one.
Long kiss, good night.
Yep.
Good old trading places. Damn, he just threw a whole one.
See, Doyle, so you killing him, man.
Oh man, shout out to Biggie Steve Hayes. I'm a Commanders fan. I will say that I'm not sleeping on y'all. We will bring our A1 game. Oh, shout out to you, man. Best of luck to your squad, also, brother. Appreciate you tuning in, man.
Gotta
Yeah,
bring
he
it the
said
night
boiled
before
chicken.
Christmas.
What is
Hey,
it with
boom.
the
I'm
boiled
going
chicken
with
situation,
Yogi's
man?
first Christmas on y'all.
Hey, boom. I done did this already 2 times. You get one this show too.
Who? I ain't gonna lie, the boiled chicken though was crazy work.
For real, man.
Yeah, that was nasty work.
Do you wait a minute? Are you boiling it in water or at least chicken stock, bro? If you gonna boil it,
I wouldn't boil it, period.
no. But if he boiling chicken, I'm just saying he can season it up a certain way. I don't eat it like that, but I'm just saying, and turn it into some stewed chicken. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna boil it,
Yeah,
Sure.
you gonna
turn
boil
it into
it.
some stewed chicken, man.
Right.
Bro, I ain't even gonna ask what the fuck this means, man.
The Santa Claus.
I'm not going there with C-Dub, man. C-Dub be showing up on stream with no shirt.
I ain't really trying to drop no. I ain't trying to drop no bad words today. Santa Claus is watching me right now. I'm trying to get my Christmas present tomorrow.
There you go. There you go.
The Grinch stole Christmas.
Hey, nephew, I had one of them last night, so I'm good on that.
Ball toe. What else y'all got for Christmas movies? Since we just throwing out Christmas movies, making everything.
Ain't never leave Santa
if it got
Claus
snow in it or anything, it's a Christmas movie.
I eat them all.
Hey, Smitty ain't never leave Santa Claus no cookies. He left Santa Claus some hot wings or some fried chicken wings. I guarantee
he fat ass ate it too.
That man did not leave cookies like all the rest of us.
He fat ass ate it too, I bet. Because when I got it this morning,
he tired. Hey, he don't want diabetes. He tired of being a diabetic. All them cookies he eat.
Damn.
See what I'm saying?
That boy underscore slim. That's why. There it is, right there. Shit.
That boy slim.
That's right. Yep, that boy slim, man.
That's the whole.
The name says it all.
That's it, man.
Name says it all. But it's crazy.
Berto, you know what to do, man.
You know what time it is, Chris. Man, let the folks know where they can find you because we got some folks in the chat now that want to get to bed early so Santa can come and deliver them gifts, including you, Chris.
Shoot, man, I'm fit to go watch a Flintstones Christmas, and
here we go.
It's
go ahead, Triggs.
Triggs. Yeah, man, fit to go ahead and watch the Flintstones Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And but yeah, man, you know where to find me, man. YouTube, A1 Forever Sports. That's the platform, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and find your peace today. Positive energy always creates elevation, and that's how you find your peace. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram, A1 Forever, and the real A1 Forever on TikTok. Happy holidays to everyone. Y'all be safe. Make sure y'all enjoy your presence, enjoy your family, more importantly than anything else, man. And shoot, we'll see y'all, you know what I'm saying, Sunday night, Sunday nizzle.
Yeah, man. Ryan? Yeah, Ryan, go ahead. Go ahead.
First off, I'd like to say congratulations again to Mr. Michael Vick for becoming the new head coach to Norfolk State. I will be going to a game. I support HBCUs. You should too. Yep. And one
that ain't a long drive though, is it?
No, not for him.
It's only like 4-5 hour drive. Yep. From Norfolk to Philly. But and also want to thank the Dallas Cowboys, the one and only time I will thank you for giving us an early Christmas present by beating them stinking Yuccaneers. So the next time you get on that show with your boy, you can go ahead and give him all the hell he wants because they fumbled the bag in that one. Yeah. And y'all can check us
James
out.
Was cursing. I already know he was.
Y'all can check us out every Thursday night, 8 p.m. The Birdcage LLC, YouTube, X, a couple of platforms. On Sunday, have the pregame show, pregame meal, and after the pregame meal, we also had a postgame show. So as we always say, you gonna either get right or you get left. And I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, TJ, I know you watching, my dog. Y'all asses done got left by getting skunked by Green Bay and
boy, that was an awful
stinking
game.
Buccaneers.
Oh my God.
Oh no, I know he been trashing Falcon fans on his platform. So I'm letting you know now. I'm not one to hide. I'm still waiting for you to hit me up because you've ignored me a few times on your chat. So I'm verbally saying this. So when you see this, just come holler at me. We want you to come into the show. Because you know that energy you had earlier this year, damn sure ain't the same. So shout out to you, TJ, and them
still talking about fair weather fans.
You've been doing your thing, keeping it honest, but y'all boys at home right now eating a pot of gumbo and some cornbread. getting ready to watch us in the playoffs, baby.
Not the cornbread.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Cornbread's good, man. I like that. Go ahead, man.
Look at your ass. Cornbread's good, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Good cornbread's good, buddy.
Hey, tell Santa Claus to donate Kyle Pitts some hands too before the damn season.
Boy, he need more than that.
I don't think he got those in his bag, sir.
I think he need to go see the odds.
Hey man, we gotta at least ask. Hell,
hey, he need to go to see
answers
the
always no until you ask, brother. So
but TJ does a hell of a job on this platform. I'm not throwing shots or whatever. I just wanted to kind of clown. But TJ, I like what you do over there on your show, bro. Definitely want to link up with you. I know I got to throw a shot because you a Saints fan, but you definitely do the damn thing on the round table and on your platform, dog. Keep doing your thing, bro. But y'all still suck.
Appreciate you, man. I'll be live on Sunday night as well, man. Hopefully you can come through, man, and check out the vibe, bro. It's gonna be a good one, man.
We might be live too. Me and Chris might come live.
Yes, sir. Support all of us, man.
Come
We're
through,
all
man.
in this space.
We do that thing, man. But look, catch me at FatboySlim_21 on Twitter. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. And again, man, Merry Christmas. And trust me, like Ryan said, man, hug your loved ones, because you don't never know what's gonna be going on this time next year, man. Tomorrow not promised, and next year damn sure ain't promised. So open them gifts, but just be thankful for the small things. Gifts are good, but just cherish the small things, man, because sometimes the small things you can't get them back.
Yeah,
that's true.
Want to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Hopefully everybody gets to enjoy their time with their loved ones, and everybody gets what they've asked for this year. I'm sure everybody has been on that good list, man. Thank you guys so very much for coming through on this Christmas Eve pop-up show, man. Quick little special we try to throw for you guys, man. We're gonna be away from the scene for a little bit, but myself, Chris Smitty, will be back on live play-by-play on our respective platforms. You can find me on the 95 North Falcons talk show on YouTube. You can also find me on Twitter under RI Falcons, and I'll be on Sunday night post game on Bleacher Report, breaking it down, man, giving my insight, analysis, and post game reaction on everything that went good and went wrong for these Atlanta Falcons and Commanders, man. But until then, man, please, we'll give you your Christmas Eve back, man. Enjoy it with loved ones.
Right out the Christmas movie.
God damn, yeah.
It is not.
Sorry, man. Man, you had a whole colony of folks telling you that it is. God damn it! And
I can't help it that all y'all wrong. I just can't. Can't help that. What I'm supposed to do about this?
As hell, man. Right, until then, man, we'll be back on Sunday, man. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. Hope you guys enjoy. Peace.